Are we going?
Yeah.
I can't take you serious. I did not take you serious. Your voice gets.
But
Uh,
I'm gonna talk like this.
no, you can't. It's
Yes.
too slow. Okay,
And
say something like, tell me about what you had for breakfast.
I had some ground pork in my refrigerator, and I mixed that with an egg and some sweet potatoes.
And is it a secret? Because it sounds like you're trying to tell me a secret.
Tell me what you had for breakfast.
I had a miracle burrito that my friend brought me because I didn't take breakfast. And then she just texted and said, burrito? And I said, hell yeah, brother. And then I had an iced mocha from Onyx that my friend gave me.
That's
She just came
amazing.
up and said, hey, do you want a mocha? I had nothing. And then I was so abundantly provided for. Just
That's the
amazing.
story of your life.
Hot burrito, cold mocha, good people, full belly.
There we go. And yes, there we go. Okay, you've been hearing about this new and improved season of Mom2Mom Mentoring for quite some time. I've shared that I am bringing on a co-host. My daughter Morgan and I stepped into the podcast room and experienced a few technical difficulties, which you will hear in the first couple episodes. The sound quality may not be what you're used to here on Mom2Mom Mentoring. It is something that we laugh about and we joke about, as we did in the segment that I just shared with you. Hey, I am Misty Hughes, and I am so glad that you are here with my daughter Morgan and I for season 2 of Mom2Mom Mentoring, which I am lovingly calling Morgan and Mom. These conversations are just going to be true to who we are. Honestly, I had hoped to start releasing them this week, but some of the episodes are more raw and real than what I even imagined. And they're taking me just a little bit longer to process, not necessarily do the editing, because we don't really want to edit the meat, the substance out for you. We have literally invited you to sit around the table with us, lean into our conversations, and hopefully walk away encouraged, enlightened, maybe even challenged regarding relationships that you have. Today, I want to introduce you to Morgan and the reason that we are going on this podcast journey together.
And ultimately, the reason we're doing this is because we are a miracle. And the fact that we have a relationship and love one another is such a miracle. When I share about some of the things you and I talk about with friends or even coworkers, over and over again, people are like, I can't believe you can talk about things like that with your mom. I can't believe you have this kind of relationship with your mom. And I feel that way too. I just feel really, really lucky. And so my hope is that it gives other people hope, because I never thought I would have this kind of a relationship with you, at least for a really long time. But part of the story is like, pain and sadness and estrangement and misunderstanding and different expectations. Ultimately, ours is a story of hope, and ours is a story of love, and ours is a story of the power and transformation of two people who love each other and are committed to change and to continually learning about who they are and being open and creating space in a relationship for someone else to continue to grow and become more and more who they are. And so that's the real story at the beginning, middle, and end of the day.
That's a good story.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Because it's a good story
Yeah.
that gives us happiness and hope.
Uh-huh.
And maybe it will for others as well. And I will also just acknowledge I don't listen to podcasts. I don't like podcasts. So I feel cheeky even making a podcast. And I definitely have some major insecurity and imposter syndrome right now in doing this. Like, yeah. So I'll just go ahead and
Put it
level
out
set
there.
this. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
I know that we like each other and derive value from our conversations. And I think other people do too, at least secondhand. But I also at the same time have this big, huge shouting question, like we don't have anything to say and why would we have the audacity to think that people would want to listen?
and that question, why would anyone want to listen to us? Morgan asked it, and if I'm honest, I've asked it too. For years, Morgan and I have had these conversations on the phone. Sometimes they've been weekly, sometimes not. And somewhere in those calls, we started saying to each other, "Ah, wouldn't this make a good podcast episode?" Not because we had it all figured out. Trust me, we do not. But because we know the conversations that we're having, other women are having them or desire to have them too. Some of you have followed me for a few years through Mom2Mom Mentoring, and this season it will look different. It will sound different. We are going to be talking about things that a lot of families keep quiet: the hurt, the distance, the years it took us to find our way back to each other. Beloved, we are not here to tell you what to do. We're here to let you listen in on two women, a mother and a daughter, telling the truth about what it costs to rebuild what we almost lost. And if you've ever wondered whether a relationship could survive real damage, this is for you. So, starting next week on August 27th, I'm going to release a new conversation every week. Some of what you hear will be light, some of it cost us something to say out loud. And we were truly nervous about how it would be received. All of it is true. You're going to get to hear Morgan share what it was like for her growing up in a single mother family. And you're going to hear me own something out loud that I got wrong as her mother. Not because it's comfortable, oh no, but because I think a lot of you, a lot of us are always waiting for someone to go first. You're also going to hear fun stories about who we are and how we got to where we are. You can find Morgan and Mom wherever you listen to podcasts. It will be under the Mom2Mom Mentoring umbrella for now. I hope you'll join us because if there's one thing I want you to walk away with, it's this: we're going to land in love every time. Now, I have a way that I've always ended my podcast before.
Okay.
And so we'll have to probably think of our own
Okay.
closing.
Okay.
But for now, just tell us your name
Okay.
and then I'll tell my name. And then we'll just say this is Morgan and Mom.
I'm going to say I'm Morgan and I love you. Well, that wraps up our debut recording. I'm Morgan and I love you.
I'm Mom and I love you too.